I've been hit on the head twice in the last little while. First by Odeh Turjman, and for those who haven't watched my last video, here's someone who had the exact same occurrence as Ramana and in the non-compromising non-duality, but instead of viewing a no-self as spiritual, he put it through the rigours of neuroscience and came to a completely different conclusion. And it's fascinating reading exactly what happens in the brain and how there is both the I am and the me, and how the inner voice stimulates the simulation of memory from which you get the sense of a self. He also concludes it is a physical brain change. And it now seems kind of outrageous that non-duality hasn't been put as, well, this event occurred and since then this is how it seems. Instead, it's been, this is the truth about reality. And now I've been donged on the head again, and quite by accident. Just bear with me because there are new revelations now about the brain, and it just may put an end to quite a few mysteries and end-seeking in its tracks. The right brain sees everything as alive. It sees the world as aliveness itself. Everything is aliveness. It's whole. Everything is seen as just happening. No one dies because no one was born. It doesn't divide things up into a self and other. The left side of the brain sees in terms of division, smallness. It measures. It sees the world as a map, as representations. It misses out on the wholeness of the right view. It's attending to duality as a way to survive. So it's quite possible that a physical event to the brain occurs and the brain tilts right, or the right brain dominates in some way. And without the left brain coming in, there is this sudden non-view of non-duality. Nothing is separate. It's all seamless. The me doesn't exist because that would require the left brain to come in and divide. The non-duality speaker is presenting not so much a truth as half a view. Meanwhile, an attendee's brain may be viewing from the left brain and finding it impossible to fathom what the presenter is saying. And the presenter is portraying it as a truth and saying it's like home. Well, it is home, but home in the right side of the brain.
This is all boundless energy.
No, I'm seeing things, objects.
There is no one who sees anything.
No, there is a me here and I'm definitely seeing things out there.
Everything is seamless. There is only this.
No, there's this, and there's also lots of other things as well.
There is nothing happening.
I'm getting bloody annoyed. That's happening. Is there anything I can do to see how you see?
No, nothing helps. There is no you to hear this anyway.
Right. So basically, turning up to a non-duality meeting is an attempt to cut off half a brain. A lateral lobotomy. Interestingly, I do say in other videos that that is what this has felt like. This is dreadful. We might need to change the name of non-duality to lateral lobotomizing or how to have half a view. Already scientists can stimulate the right side of the brain for effect. One day when we want relief from the left, we can just join a queue. At least it's guaranteed. Unlike non-duality meetings and witnessing endless left brain, right brain conversations and hoping an energy exchange is going to happen or grace will turn up, or hoping the left brain will finally get it when it absolutely won't. It turns up as scissors ready to cut and divide, and the presenter has turned up saying they are seamless fabric. That's a problem right there. The good news is that enlightenment turns out to be discovering that a brain can't get out of the brain. And no point saying there is no brain. That's like saying everything is wholeness but not the liver. That organ is not to be included. And saying there is no brain is the only thing the right side of the brain can say because it can't divide. Crumbs. There is no self inside the brain. That part is true. Phew. But there is no true seeing of reality, only two ways of seeing. Tilt too far to the left and the brain is needlessly dividing and labelling everything. Tilt too far to the right and the brain is an amorphous love blob and declaring everything to be emptiness itself. And if nature has provided the two ways of seeing, and it's mostly simultaneous, maybe everyone is perfectly alright after all. Everyone can relax, there is nothing to find, and everyone's brains are in perfect working order, exactly as they are. Well, the puzzle of duality and non-duality is solved. Both require a human brain, and neither of you can have any idea as to what reality is. They can only have a view, and that view can't be transcended. It can only ever remain a view. Maybe this is why the Buddha suggested the middle way, and Ramana said, "Be as you are." Both brain views are simply that, and they are views we already have.